And finally, Dave, there's another big issue as well, which is going to come up today, climate legislation as well. But it's climate legislation that isn't actually necessarily good news for the climate, is it?
No, it's really about walking back EU climate legislation. This is due to a lot of factors, but one of them is that the EU promised Donald Trump in their EU-US trade deal, so-called trade deal, in July, that they would undo some EU climate legislation. That's what they're talking about over in the European Parliament and here at the European Council. It's being introduced as an agenda item called climate and competitiveness. There's a reason it's included there, because they think that the EU's green laws adopted in the first term of Commission President Ursula von der Leyen are hurting European companies' competitiveness. In particular, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz has come here to the Council today saying that he wants to undo those green laws. For instance, he wants to undo the 2035 phase-out date for combustion engines, so all electric vehicles sold after then. The biggest impact here is going to be this discussion over a 2040 emissions reduction target for the EU. The EU really needs that adopted before the next UN climate summit, which is happening next month in Brazil, in Belém. But it looks like we may get essentially an agreement to not have a 2040 target, at least not in time. So we'll see if by the end of today they can agree on the principle of establishing this 90% emission reduction target. But there's a lot of skeptics around the table about that, including French President Emmanuel Macron, who has said that that target needs to be reevaluated.
Dave, thanks very much. Dave Keating there at Brussels at that summit for us. Of course, we'll be back with Dave during the day as it develops.